bring on some ArtsQuest members here, not members, employees who are going to talk to us about the Musikfest Music Industry Conference. Perfect, we timed that out. I think I can make this a little bit bigger. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Let's make sure we get in there. I'll move over a little bit more. Come on over. So I said ArtsQuest employee. You are not, right?
That is correct.
So I misspoke.
I'm a former employee.
Former employee.
Yeah.
And also wearing the shirt. We got to make sure that's in the shot.
She's got it represented.
Yep, perfect. This is a very cool event. And so we have Grace and Marissa.
You got it.
Obert and Guarriello.
That was very good, yeah.
Nice! I worked on it, and then I was like, I probably should have asked to make sure I said it right. Anyway, but here we are. This was an event that happened 2 years ago, if I remember right.
You got it.
And then took a year off. Obviously, anytime anything tries something for the first time, you learn a lot. Mm-hmm. And then it was definitely well received, and I think a vital offering to kind of continue to turn this into more than just, music and food and that type of stuff. It's also a huge opportunity to capitalize on the talent and the expertise and the different, just people there who want more of this type of an opportunity. And then even people like myself who might be kind of tangentially interested. I think it's a great thing. So tell us more about maybe the first year to the second year, and then we can start to share some of the screens. But introduce yourselves and then kind of talk to us about the Music Industry Conference.
Sure. Good. So my name is Grace Obert. I'm the programming administrator at ArtsQuest for Music, as well as one of the conference coordinators. And I've been with ArtsQuest for almost 4 years now. Marissa can probably speak more to how the conference was 2 years ago and what we've transformed since then, as she's been the one kind of involved with that since its beginning.
Sure.
Yeah. And my name is Marissa Guarriello. I'm an assistant professor of music and human learning at the University of Texas down in Austin, Texas.
Nice. Right.
But I grew up here. I'm a very proud Bethlehem resident, graduate of Liberty High School, the whole bit.
Nice.
And so, when we started this conference, I was working for ArtsQuest at the time, and there was this desire to do exactly what you said, to pull just something unique, something educational into Musikfest already.
Sure.
And so as a teacher, I was raised on a very kind of healthy dose of classical music. I'm a violinist, and so when I came to work for ArtsQuest, I was kind of shocked at how much I didn't know about the music industry.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah,
right.
And it was an incredible lesson for me as someone who kind of thought they knew.
Well, I'll even say, I assumed I knew nothing, and then after doing this show for a little bit, I actually realized how I actually knew less than I even realized. I was like, wow, that's a lot of complicated stuff when you just get into not only just, you can talk about the easy stuff like songwriting and, promotions and all that kind of stuff, but then mixing and mastering and sound engineering and all this other stuff. It's like, holy smokes,
Yeah, all of that, but then also just working at ArtsQuest, all the behind the scenes, what it takes
and then event,
to,
exactly, right.
Yeah, do the event production.
Yep.
And so as a teacher, I felt very strongly that holy smokes, if I don't know, then my students don't know about all of these opportunities, not just for them to see and experience, but these are jobs for them. This
Totally.
is a potential pathway for them.
Yeah.
So the ArtsQuest team kind of took these ideas and we pilot tested it about 2 years ago. And,
right.
It went well. But this time we definitely have a larger footprint. We have more people. We've got folks coming in from all over the country, as well as a really lovely regional poll. So we are excited for the expansion this year. We think it's going to be great for everyone in attendance.
Totally.
And that's kind of where we are right now.
And there is an element to other festivals like a South by Southwest or whatever that has this. And so I just think it's a very natural progression to start and head in this direction. I guess before we jump in there, anything else you would want to share about this year's lineup or something you're particularly excited about?
Yeah, just kind of similar, echoing what Marissa said. I come from a classical background as well and went to music school. And just found the value of experiencing such a diverse realm of industry experiences and learning about production, event planning, all those sorts of things has really become so helpful in like my career and just expanding what I can do in a music career.
Sure.
And I think that's like really what the heart of the conference is just kind of expanding those opportunities, giving teachers the resources to provide that to their students, as well as giving performers and industry professionals the opportunity to connect and meet each other.
Yeah. There is even just that aspect of the networking, which is right in the title of the event, that I think is another thing that's a really great aspect of it. So let's bring up the site, and we can kind of share some more aspects of it and how people can attend. So let's make sure we bring it up this way, and then so I'm going to scroll through here, and you can take me around like wherever you want to make sure that I touch on it. So basically it's during the festival, so it starts on Sunday, August 2nd, this coming Sunday, and goes through Tuesday.
Yeah, and I will say that's also one of the things that we felt very passionately about.
Sure.
This happens at Musikfest because we like people to sit in the sessions during the day.
Right.
But then at night they can walk out the door and actually experience
Absolutely.
everything they were talking about during the day.
Yeah.
So it's just a really great partnership in that case.
So I figured probably cool to bring up an example of like what the schedule looks like, because it is concurrent sessions across different spaces within the ArtsQuest building, the PBS building, the cinemas, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. So generally we have 4 sessions running at a time. We tried to cover a few different strands when we were putting this together. So we have everything from modern music education to music technology and innovation, to what else? Like the business side, how to book bands, or if
Sure.
you're a solo artist, how to take care of your taxes. Just things that
Very cool.
people might need a little bit of assistance
Yeah.
on, and they don't teach in school.
Yeah, I've heard Phil Jolly speak before. He's great. Like he is
Wonderful.
really, really good at kind of talking about things in a way that's very understandable. So, not necessarily important for us to touch on everything, but like you can see here, like Blast Furnace Room, Musikfest Cafe, PBS, Red Cinema, Blue Cinema. That's all walkable, like within a couple of steps.
Yeah.
So like, even if you want to go from one session to the other, that'll be easily accessible for you to do. And then there are networking events in the evening as well, where kind of like you can see there in the upper left corner, presented by the Foundry. They're part of not only the offering, but also bringing everybody together.
Yeah, so I do want to give a huge shout out to the Foundry, because not only are they our presenting sponsor of this event, but we added a band showcase this year.
Oh, yeah.
We were struggling with the logistics of it a little bit, and they said, why don't they do the coachings up at the studio? And so by offering their space and also supporting as a sponsor, they've really made a lot of this conference possible in ways that we weren't able to imagine before they signed on. So the band showcase, since it's on the screen there,
Sure.
is, it's 10 amateur
Hope I'm not
bands.
rushing you or anything.
No, not at all. 10 bands from around the country, amateur. And then, as you can see here, we have reviewers who span the music industry,
Totally.
who are going to watch their sets at Plaza Tropical and give them feedback.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and just to add to that with the band showcase, the youngest band on there is 10 years old.
Wow.
So we're talking about kids who have been in practice playing in different venues for
Sure.
years already. And the oldest band I believe has members that are 60. So there's such a wide breadth.
How
but
great
they're
is that?
so excited to learn more and to get the feedback, because they just find it so valuable to have that opportunity. So we're really excited to be able to provide that and to give feedback and to give them the opportunity to rehearse at the Foundry as well.
Totally. Hey, look at Gerard Longo is a presenter at this.
I know, I heard he's all right.
He'll be showing up on the screen in a little bit.
I'll shout out as well there, Drew and Mike Hunter. They appear several times. They're part of the Museum of Music Technology, which was formerly MEAP, or the Electronic Music Preservation Project, something like that. And they're going to actually be bringing a lot of vintage gear with them and discussing a lot of really cool things. So shout out to them as well for partnering with us, and they're doing 5 sessions. So
Look, Bobby Siegfried, he was one of those reviewers. He's actually tuned in right
Yeah,
here.
awesome.
hi, Bobby.
And then so it is a ticketed event, so people need to make sure that they would, even though Musikfest is free, this is an element that they would have to kind of purchase the ticket in order to access it. So anything you would want to share there?
Yeah, it is. So it's 3 days, starting on Sunday with the kickoff party. And with that, you get access to all the panels, all the networking events, everything part of the conference there. And right now we're able to offer the current cost is $75 using the code MikeFriend26. So if you're listening and still want to buy your tickets, that code is active and you can get your registration for $75.
One more time, the code is?
MikeFriend26.
Nice.
So MICFRIND 26.
Nice.
I'll also throw out that the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association is providing Act 48 hours for us. So if you're a teacher out there and you want to get some of your required professional development out of the way.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, you can come and you just fill out a form and that's taken care of. And also, I just want to add, along with your admission, we are allowing conference attendees to be a part of a tour of the Wind Creek Steel Stage, if that's something you're interested in. As well as at our kickoff party, we have really cool raffles that are like worth hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we also have Arts Quest leadership giving tours of the north side.
Very cool.
If you've ever wanted to kind of see the nitty gritty of the festival from the eyes of the Arts Quest staff, we have that too.
That's awesome. What a cool thing. And here, Bobby even said he's so excited and honored to be a small part of it.
Awesome. Thank you for donating your time.
Absolutely. The main point here is that it's super exciting to see Arts Quest and Musikfest continue to expand the overall offering. These are very cool things. So thank you so much for all the time, effort, and energy you've put into that, and can't wait to see where it kind of just continues to go to this year and beyond.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us on.
Absolutely. Thank you both.